South African hip-hop is 41 years old. It first reared its head in 1983 in the Cape Flats, where it became entrenched in urban youth culture. And today, we have a plethora of South African rappers who continue cementing new legacies in the genre. And in this video, we rate the top 5 most impactful hip-hop groups of all time. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have Tear Gas, a group that significantly impacted the local music scene. The group blended hip-hop with local music styles, particularly Kwaito, creating a unique sound that resonated with a broader audience. Active from 2004 to 2012, Tear Gas released 4 groundbreaking albums: Kshubi Lekbovu, Wafa Wafa, Darko Blue, and Namba Namba. Their debut album, Kshubi Lekbovu, produced the hit single Chance, which was nominated for Song of the Year at the 2007 Summer Awards. Tear Gas went on to win multiple awards, including Best Album and Best Hip Hop Song at the Metro FM Music Awards. Their second album, Wafa Wafa, contributed to the mainstream acceptance of hip-hop in South Africa. Their third album, Darko Blue, produced the anthem Mhlobo Wami, which solidified their legacy in the industry. Two of its members, KO and Mai, went on to further set a precedent for future hip-hop artists and have played a crucial role in nurturing new talent through their label, Cash Time Life. The label produced proteges Kid X, Nomuzi, and AB Crazy, to name a few. At number 4, we have Jozi. Formed in 2007, Jozi quickly made a name for themselves by blending Southern American crunk with African sounds like Maskandi and Baqanga. The hip-hop group, consisting of Deleuze, Bongani Fasi, Ishmael, and Crazy Lou, found a niche with young hip-hop fans when they dropped What's With The Attitude. Wusi Qimba's vocals on the song played a crucial role in Jozi's success. His contributions helped to bridge the gap between contemporary hip-hop and traditional African music. The incorporation of his voice in Watino Mami was pivotal as it became one of the group's biggest hits, showcasing their ability to fuse different genres while maintaining their African identity. With Soulja Boy gaining worldwide fame with crunk music, the group emulated the spirit of crunk in their clothing. Baggy jeans, amakip shirts, and babe shoes were popularized and became a way of fashion for young hip-hop fans in the country. Motherland crunk created a subgenre in hip-hop that only they were outstanding in. Jozi became the leaders of the new school, with their unique sound paving the way for a more diverse and accessible South African hip-hop. As Ishmael noted, "We knew we were doing something new and fresh. We gave birth to all kinds of people, giving an easy ear to South African hip-hop. Before, you had to understand vernac, and the English rapping was really deep and poetic." Jozi earned multiple nominations at the Summer and Mobo Awards. They won the award for Best Live Performance at the MTV Africa Music Awards and were invited to perform at former President Jacob Zuma's inauguration. Hip-hop artists who emerged in the late 2000s and beyond have taken cues from Jozi's pioneering work. Artists like MT, A-Reese, and even Sjava may embody the spirit of innovation and cultural fusion that Jozi championed. Coming in at number 3 is Prophets of the City, often hailed as the first hip-hop group in South Africa. Prophets of the City was formed through the mutual friendship of DJ Reddy D and Shaheen in the early 90s. The group comprised of both, along with Ishmael, Jasmo, Goga, Mark, and Ramon, who released the first South African rap album, Our World, in 1990. Their music critiqued the apartheid government and addressed social issues, making them a voice for the marginalized.
Why should I fight for a country's glory when it ignores me? Beside the township's already a
Their song, Understand Where I'm Coming From, became controversial, leading to bans on SABC radio stations. However, they performed at Nelson Mandela's inauguration, solidifying their place in Southern African history. They officially released their single Never Again in the UK after Mandela's inauguration. The opening of the song, Excellent, Finally a Black President, was well received by the hip-hop community and mainstream media. It was NME's Single of the Week and broke through to a national UK audience with their energetic performance on The World and special features on MTV. They traveled and toured across the world, performing alongside James Brown, The Fugees, Public Enemy, Quincy Jones, and countless others. They relocated to London for several years, recording their UK debut, Universal Soldiers, in 1995, and as a collective, the group has released a total of 6 albums. Prophets of the City became South Africa's first genuine popular music export, and their success helped bring hip-hop into the mainstream, previously an underground movement largely associated with urban youth. This shift allowed hip-hop to reach a broader audience and gain acceptance across different demographics. Before I announce my top 2, please note that while the two groups are often considered the top 2 most impactful in South Africa, it's worth noting that these positions are somewhat subjective and open to debate. So please don't bite my head off, the top 2 are arguable. At number 2, we have Squatter Camp. Squatter Camp became a major force in Southern African hip-hop. The collective of 7 rappers redefined South African hip-hop with their gritty lyrics and relatable stories. Curtin Join broke them into the national spotlight. Their album Mkuku Function was a critical success, selling over 25,000 copies. Album cuts like Danyani and Sunshine captured the essence of township life and addressed social issues. Washmkuku consisted of hits Clap Song, Siolalala, and collaborations with gospel choir Barurisi Ba Morena on Landel. Washmkuku showcased their innovative sound and deep connection with local culture. Both albums went gold at their time. Squatter Camp won numerous awards for their music, including 2 South African Music Awards for Best Rap Album and a Channel O Music Award for Best Hip Hop Music Video. They received plenty of international recognition, including the International Artist of the Year nomination at the 2004 Source Awards and Best African Hip Hop at the Cora Awards. Squatter Camp is credited for laying the foundation for mainstream rap in South Africa and incorporating a unified Black experience with members from different tribes expressing themselves in their mother tongues. And finally, at number 1, we have Morafe. This legendary group is arguably the most impactful hip-hop group in South Africa, pioneering the Motswako sound, a fusion of English and Setswana. Sourcing inspirations from other Motswako legends such as Double HP and Crowded Crew to name a few, Morafe started out looking as one of the most promising hip-hop acts in the country. The trio had a plan in hand with an idea of releasing a 3-album trilogy for their fans. They have since released 2, Maru Apula and Anne the Revelation.
This is my lekwalo to Motswako City, to the Gada lady, Mama lady, Baba lady, Mokolala Taneleke ya Ochoka lady, Nane,
The eras produced hits like Dula, Lekwalo to Motswako, and The Whole Thing, to name a few. Their music's relatable lyrics and engaging production resonated with listeners, helping Morafe build a loyal fan base. Their debut album contributed to the broader acceptance and appreciation of vernacular rap in South Africa. Maru Apula received critical acclaim, winning awards for Best Newcomer and Best Hip Hop Album at the South African Music Awards. This recognition helped elevate the status of Motswako, further solidifying their influence. Each individual member of Morafe has played an important role in the lucrative state of hip-hop by popularizing the sound of Motswako and inspiring a generation of rappers whom they too play a role in crafting their hit records. Kulichana held the torch as the Motswako originator, creating a solo discography of timeless hits. Toady Mac contributed in producing hits for Casper Nyovest, WHP, Boy D, and Kulichana's solo work, among others. K Jism contributed in directing Kulichana's performances and plays a huge mentor and arranger for Maglera Doughboy in his music. Their impact transcended to influence. Having gratitude for WHP's effort in kickstarting their career, Kuli paid his kindness forward by introducing the annual Maftown Heights, the biggest hip-hop concert for South African hip-hop fans that celebrated both established and up-and-coming hip-hop artists. Morafe has earned the #1 spot because they have become a staple in the music industry as not only one of the pioneers of Motswako hip-hop, but also one of the forces in helping the genre become as lucrative in its local state. In conclusion, Morafe has left an indelible mark on South African hip-hop through their innovative sound, collaborations, and influence on the genre. Their collaborations have helped shape the trajectory of hip-hop in the country and continue to inspire a new generation of artists. And there you have it, our top 5 most impactful hip-hop groups in South Africa. These 5 groups have played a pivotal role in shaping South Africa's hip-hop landscape. Their music has inspired generations of artists and left a lasting legacy on the nation's culture. Let us know in the comments which group is your favorite, or if there's another crew you think should be on the list. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content on South African pop culture.